So the last one, I believe, is on the mountain. Yeah, all the way at the very top. There. Ferry. Ooh. Ferry crew. Well, actually, no, that should be, we've got, honestly, our, Berserker should be really good against that. Maybe a bit underleveled, perhaps, but we'll see about that, I suppose. Alright, let's put Berserker at the front. And additionally, we will... Let's go ahead and use our candies to level Berserker up. There we go. Okay. Let's see, where's our closest flights? I suppose here? Glaciator Mountain? Yeah, that'll have to be it. And certainly this is not a suitable outfit for the weather. Like, obviously it's winter uniform time, clearly. I'm fine with the tights staying. Let's go. We could do school shoes, maybe. Yeah. School, yeah, definitely gotta get the gloves on. Maybe even switch to the school backpack. Of course, you wear the beanie. And maybe you put on some sunglasses. There we go. Alright. So I think we're just really heading straight north from here. More or less. Have I fought you yet? I'm a Courier fan, just like to dress up like this. Right, this guy's like Xavier. He's pretending to be a courier. That's weird. Yeah, Berserker's been intimidated. Yeah, might as well thrash. Well, that worked pretty well. Oh, Meowscarlet has learned a new move. Leaf Storm. Now let's take a look at it. 5 uses. 130 power. The user whips up a storm of leaves around the target. The recoil from this move harshly lowers the user's special attack. Here's the thing. Meowscarlet doesn't even have a very high special attack stat to begin with. Although I feel like I'd probably rather... I'd probably rather have Leaf Storm than Grassy Terrain. Like, I don't know. Grassy Terrain just doesn't seem to have done much for us. It's a lot of power, so... There's that. Please sign here! Get away from me with your weird cosplay. Okay, what's this way? To Montenegro. We aren't going to Montenegro. We're going over here. You got a Team Star base to locate. It is like north of us, right? More or less. Oh, it's in the North Province area. So it's actually in this grassy area down here. Oh, yeah. I see it now. Okay. We'll stop by that Pokemon Center, then just kind of dash across. No problem. I doubt it's going to be more difficult than the one we just did, at the very least. We don't really need to do that, do we? Okay. Alright. What? Rotototo. I see you're almost at the 5th base. Hold up inside there is Team Star's last remaining squad. You fought well to make it this far. Thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie, Cassiopeia. So you made it as well, Clive. Of course, it's the last base. I wouldn't want to miss out on the action. Clive, I owe you my thanks. Your help has been invaluable to the operation. I'm sorry I was so wary of you at first. Well, that's all water under the bridge. When we're finished with this base, will that be the end of Operation Starfall then? Not quite. We still need to handle Team Star's secret mastermind last of all. Do you have any leads on how to find them? I'm hoping they'll come out into the open once all the squad bosses have stepped down. I see. We've come so far, only a few more steps left. Don't let me down, either of you. Cassiopeia's hung up. Alright. Thanks to you, Lizzie, I've slowly but surely come to understand Team Star. I know what I need to do, and I know what my final decision will be. For that, I can't thank you enough. Take care in that base, Miss Lizzie. Sorry for getting all polite there. Don't know what came over me. Alright. I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Until then, please give him my regards. Yes, Mr. Harrington. And who might you be, young lady? A friend of the young master, perhaps? Young master? I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's ferry crew, the Roochbach squad, led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information. No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young lady might be? She's no friend of ours, you know. I think she might be here to try and take us on. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master. Yep, that's right. Is that so? Well then, that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Yes. Splendid, then let us begin. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Harrington. Morgrim. What level are we talking here? 48? Okay, no pushover. An Ironhead ought to do a number on it, though. Okay. A Morgrim. There we go. Nice work, Berserker. Hatrim. We'll keep our Berserker out there. Really, he should be quite suited to... Why is that only normally effective? Psychic? Psychic? What does Screech do again? We'll screech at you. Okay. So what are the stats out these days? Okay. Now Ironhead ya. Very nice. Well, well. An outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You would do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista! That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. Well, at least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make trouble, so I gotta let everyone know. Hasta la vista! Rotototo. I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's ferry crew, the Rukbas squad. Their boss Ortega is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him, and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead-from-the-back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with you himself. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up and go from there. Alright. Let's do this. Yeesh. Even the smallest stars can light up the sky when they shine together as constellations. We're the last bastion of Team Star. Losing isn't an option. Hey kid, you listen? If you beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, we'll call the boss out to deal with ya. How's that for hospitality? Alright. 30 Team Star Pokemon. And the fairies too. Go! Berserker. Go! Raichu. Go, Meowscarada. These are fairies? Mimikyus? Really? Deal with these mimics, Raichu. Okay, yeah, we'll take these guys out. Good job, Berserker. Some flowers? Show them what you're made of, Meowscarada. Ooh, these guys are going down too. Okay. Looking good so far. Anyone else? What do y'all got over here? Mimikyus? Heh. Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. That is very pink. Boss of Team Star's Fairy Crew, Ortega. Huh, so you're Lizzie, okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Well, whatever, I don't care who you are. Not like I'm going to lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. Your challenger, Ortega of Team Star. They are pretty cute, though, you must admit. Alright, I mean, we're up against fairy types. I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. You terraslize, you ironhead, you destroy. Simple as that. Man, can you imagine getting headbutted by this Pokemon with that on his head? Harshly falling attacks? How dare you? I'll Iron Head you. Again. Alright. Who's next? A Dashbun? Dashbun. We'll keep him. Okay. What are your types anyway? Just normal fairy. Perfect. Okay, let's... You know, well, let's hone claws first to try to get the attack recovered a bit. You're crunching me? Don't you crunch me. Oopsie, did you just realize how unmatched you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. Hey, how are the stats looking? Still had a mild debuff for attack. But the super effectiveness might make up for it. It did make up for it. A wiggly tough. Keep him. Alrighty. Iron Head ya. That Berserker. There we go. You have no match against my Viking Meowth creature thing. A Revroom. Presume it's this thing. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair. Misty Surge. Again, this is fairy. Okay, straight up fairy. Let's actually start with a Screech. A harsh fall of defense. Steel Roller? Okay. And now, the coup de grace, an Iron Head. Super effective. Okay, maybe one more will do the trick. It's just a bit of confusion, okay? It's fine. Magical Torque? You can't magically torque a Steel-type Pokemon. Berserker, don't you hit yourself? There we go. Man, he looks evil. How could I lose? What the heck? About a year and a half ago. What the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? Your toy car didn't budge an inch. I told you it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile, and I was up all night building it. Problem's clear that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Charcadets, but it's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry, I really thought it would work. Come on, good fellow, 'tis no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand, genius thy name is Ortega. Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have got 0 payout, I'd have just asked Mother to buy a car for us. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, would you? Yeah, how about no? I mean, we even put this in the code for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep, I'm gonna train up my Charcadet and have them evolve their boosted firepower. We'll get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait! You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. God, this sucks. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down. And going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Fine, not like I have a choice anyway. So take the badge already, you'd better treat it with the respect it deserves. Not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. User damages opposing Pokemon by emitting a powerful flash. And just so you know, you are the worst! Like the most annoying person ever! But I get it, you're super strong, I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington! I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's someone I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I wanted you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company, so I joined a group like Team Star. What a question to ask someone you've just met. Well, my answer's the same as everyone else in the team. It's because I was being bullied. So the Academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the Academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the Academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetuated the bullying dropped out of the academy one after another. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. What? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that. I accepted their request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the students who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half studying abroad. This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted the students to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region, as the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the academy's servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our parts. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them, not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's because, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. Rotototo. Lizzie, it's me. Did you do it? Did you claim Ortega's star badge? With its boss no longer around, the Rootbox squad is as good as finished. So Ortega was the last. All 5 squad bosses have now been toppled from their pedestals. I imagine they'll leave Team Star before long, now that they've lost their special positions. After that, they should soon be back to attending classes at the academy. Nice work out there, Lizzie. Is that Clive I hear? Cassiopeia, well done to you too. Thanks. Now about your reward, Lizzie. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised. 20,000 LP! You can now make more kinds of TMs using the TM machine! Oh, that reminds me, I'm doing the whole supply unit rep thing this time, right? Indeed. You can go ahead and give Lizzie her bonus reward now. Aww. But Penny's so adorable when she does it. At long last, Operation Starfall has entered its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disbanded for good. How, though? Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long, but the right moment never came. I'm the one who formed Team Star back then. The members of the team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Lizzie, I'm waiting for you in the schoolyard, after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. Then I'll see you both there. So, Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible. But with this revelation, I just might have an inkling as to their true identity. It seems we'll find our answers after dark in the Academy's schoolyard. Let's prepare as best we can before heading over. Hopefully level-wise we're ready. I do know the fighting Team Star base was kind of difficult, and I imagine the big boss has to be more difficult than the fighting person was. So who knows, we may even need to grind it out a bit, but we'll see. We will certainly see. We can do that, or the Elite Four first. I'm not sure which to do. Alright. Either way, I think both locations are, like, at the academy, correct? Oops. That they are. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to head over then.